Hey, 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 it's your favorite monster hunter noob, Lielie, back with another episode of Hunting with Lielie. And today, we're talking about the horned tyrant of the desert, Diablos. First off, let's talk about what makes this monster so scary. Diablos is a burrowing creature, which means it can come up from underground and attack us at any moment. So, we need to be on our toes at all times. It also has a couple of devastating attacks, including a charge and a tail whip. But don't worry, we'll get through this together. As always, the first step in taking down any monster is preparation. We need to make sure we have the best gear possible. I'm talking about the most protective armor and the strongest weapons we can get our hands on. Diablos is an earth-type monster, so make sure you have some earth resistance on your armor. And as for weapons, I prefer a nice heavy hammer or great sword for maximum damage. Or any weapon you're good at. Now, let's get to the hunt itself. We're going to start by tracking down Diablos. This might take a while, so make sure you have some snacks and drinks handy. While we're at it, let's make a game out of it. Every time we lose track of him, take a sip of your drink. And when we finally find him, take a shot. Look, a Barrett. Why this bird's so noisy? Whoa, this Barrett died just in one hit by Diablos. Is this Diablos gonna eat that Barrett? Oh no, we're going down. Once we find Diablos, it's time to put our skills to the test. One of the most important things to remember when fighting this monster is to stay mobile. Diablos has some powerful attacks that can take us down in seconds if we're not careful. So, make sure you're dodging, rolling, and running as much as possible. Use some flash fly to make Diablos dizzy a while. Ouch! My weapon can't hit Diablos. But hey, we broke the horn. Another tip is to aim for its weak spots. The head and tail are both good targets. This will do more damage and help take it down faster. But be careful, Diablos can move pretty fast, so make sure you're ready to dodge its attacks. I'm using poison weapon type, so we can drain his health faster. Speaking of attacks, Diablos has a couple of moves that are pretty nasty. One is where it charges straight at us. To avoid this, we need to make sure we're not in its line of sight. The other move is where it swings its tail around. The trick here is to get behind it and attack while it's still recovering. If we manage to do enough damage, Diablos will eventually fall to the ground. This is our chance to really go to town on it. But be careful, it can still attack us even when it's down. So, make sure to keep moving and avoid its claws and tail. This monster might seem intimidating at first, with those giant horns and that massive tail. But don't worry, we got this. As always, we're going to have some fun along the way, and maybe learn a thing or two about hunting Diablos. First off, let's talk about fear. When it comes to hunting Diablos, we need to make sure we have the right equipment. I'm talking about some sturdy armor that can withstand his powerful attacks, and a weapon that can deal some serious damage. I personally prefer a good old hard blade, but any weapon will do the trick as long as you know how to use it. Another tip is to aim for his weak spots. Diablos has a couple of spots that are more vulnerable than others, like his wings and tail. If we focus our attacks on these areas, we can deal more damage and take him down faster. He's limping now, meaning that he almost deaf and wanna sleep. But be careful, Diablos has a couple of moves that can really mess us up. One of them is where he digs underground and charges at us from below. To avoid this, we need to listen for the sound of him digging and get out of the way as fast as we can. Another move is where he charges straight at us, horns first. The trick here is to dodge at just the right moment and then attack while he's recovering. And if we're lucky enough to do enough damage, Diablos will eventually fall to the ground. This is our chance to really go to town on him. But be careful, he can still attack us even when he's down. So, make sure to keep moving and avoid his horns and tail. And that's pretty much it. With some practice and a bit of luck, we can take down Diablos like a pro. So, grab your gear, get out there, and let's show this horned tyrant who's boss. Well guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this little adventure and learned something new. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Monster Hunter content. And as always, happy hunting! The rewards was nice.
Everyone, please. Quiet. Thanks to the 5th, 1, 2, and 3. So,
Commander, I'll tell my...
There's no time. What? Correct. Not...
What if we tried to lure it away from the Everstream somehow?
lure it away.
Yes, sir. So if we
can and the bio...
Need I remind... And even if we...
Don't worry. A very big plan.
Is that what I think it is?
Ho ho! Now we're talking!
Captain, you sure took your...
Happy to be... Not to mention, she's on.
Excellent. Hunters, I'll explain. May the Sapphire Star light our way. Now, get moving.
It's time to see Zora Magdaros off. All of us.
Listen to me. May the Sapphire Star light
See
your way.
you later, guys.